will be given by the UK Qualify. And then if you wanted to authenticate the diploma, so you will be processing the authentication. Okay, so that's the example of the authentication that is in Kuwait. So from the UK apostille, so dito magbabayad ka ng I think another charge. You can do it if in case you have your friends in the UK, but then you can also let the ICSA do it for you. So this is the sample of the stamp that is authenticated. So legit siya. So anywhere you go, you can use the diploma. By the time that they are checking it, it's legitimate. Kasi nga it has been authenticated. So you can always attach it with the diploma that you had. So meaning hindi siya fake. Okay? And then still on the what. What is tourism ba? Bakit kailangan natin siyang pag-aralan? So when you say tourism and hospitality, it's a service establishment or it's a service industry. Okay, so hindi siya katulad ng ibang industry like retail kung saan you are buying the product and then you are bringing the product home. So dito sa atin, sa hospitality, the product is intangible. So it's like when people leave the house for travel, of course, may travel industry, may lodging industry, may restaurant and managed services kasi they're going to eat by the time that they are traveling. And then, of course, travel will not be complete without recreation. So sa lahat ng nabanggit na umbrella of tourism, dinidiscuss ko sa ating klase, from Module 1 to Module 4, we're always reminding the students that ito yung composition ng tourism. So if you have noticed, lahat ng industry, lahat ng triangles na yan, kailangan ng workers. Kailangan ng workers ng air travel, kailangan ng workers ng cruise ship, kailangan ng workers ng lodging establishment, so as your recreation and F&B. So when you are looking at this payong or umbrella, you can always suit yourself. Saan ba ako pwedeng magtrabaho after? Could I be in the lodging industry? Could I be in the travel industry? Will I be suited for recreation industry? Kasi ang daming opportunities. Okay? Or pwede ba ako sa lodging industry? Okay, next slide. Why diploma? So that is all about the what. So let's start with the why. Okay. Why should you enroll or why will you enroll in the level 4 diploma in HTM? Baka sabihin nyo, I have already graduated my bachelor's degree in education, in BSBA, in IT. So bakit pa ako mag-enroll ng diploma in HTM level 4? The answer is eto. Okay. A research that is conducted by the UP in the Philippines shows that major motivation why people would like to work is because of the salary. So kahit tayo, when we are offered the work, the first question that we will be asking is, how much is the sweldo or what is the salary? Okay, so even if we are already working and by the time that we will be pirated, let's say kukunin tayo ng other company, the first question that we will be asking is, how much is the salary? Okay, so that's one of the motivators of the employees to work. So another motivator for the employee why he would want to apply to work or he would want to change the work is the non-monetary incentives. So when you say non-monetary incentives, my appreciation, you are accepted, you are acknowledged. So in the hospitality and tourism industry, kahit sa fast food anywhere in the Philippines or maybe in Kuwait or maybe in Hong Kong, when you go to the fast food, sometimes may mga frame na nakikita tayo that says Employee of the Month. Okay. Or Best Housekeeper of the Month. So that's non-monetary incentive. It feels good when you are appreciated. Okay. And it's different when you have your education and when you're training compared to those that are not educated. Although they have the experience, but then education is still a must. Okay, so other than the salary, kailangan din natin ng appreciation sa ating work. So that's number 2 motivator. And then number 3 motivator is the relationship with colleagues. Okay, so our working environment is sometimes one of the motivator. Yun yung sagot sa question every day that is when we are asking, para kanino ka bumabangon? Okay, so one of the reason why we are waking up for work is because we are excited because we have our colleagues. And it's very good. It's a happy thought that in the hospitality industry, in the hotel, in the resort, or in the food and beverage establishment, most of the workers is within your level. Okay. Ka-vibes mo sila or ka-jive mo sila kasi pareho kayo ng interest. So these are some of the motivators in the work. These are the first three. And the very first is always the salary. So now, next slide. Let's talk about the salary. Bakit kailangang malaman kung magkano yung salary or bakit ito yung always na tinatanong ng mga applicants to work? Because again, higher salary enables you to afford more and better things, and it is simply human nature to want this. May salary na maliit, may salary na malaki. Pareho silang salary, but then would always go to a bigger salary because that is enables us, or that is our driver to have a better life, to afford a better bag, to afford a more expensive bag, a better food, a better house. So the higher the salary, the more comfortable we will be. Okay, so that's the reason why out of the many motivations, si salary yung number one. And these are some of the example of the salary that is in the UK. So for the head chef, that is in the food and beverage industry. So that's 42,695 pounds per year. And then ganyan, recruitment manager. These are just a teaser. Okay. And as of this time, the equivalent of pound to the peso, Philippine peso, is 75 to 77. That's the average. Okay. And in the UK area, these are the areas with the high salary. So in the St. Ives, yung salary ng housekeepers is 12.93 per hour. Okay. In the Bath, that's 12.49. And then same in the Bristol, in the Blackpool. So if in case i-multiply siya natin, hold on, balik tayo. So if in case that's 12.93 or 12.49, and then we're going to multiply it in the 77, let's say 77, that is the average, times. Let's just use the 12. Okay, so hold on. 77 times 12, that will give us, sorry, 77 times 12. Okay, 924. So dito lang sa 12 lang yung ginamit ko. So if in case you will be working 8 hours per day, so in one day you will be getting 7,392 without overtime. So how much more with overtime? So these are just the teaser of the housekeeper that is working in the United Kingdom. Okay, how much more if you are receiving 15 or 17 pounds per hour? So here, did you know that the average housekeeper salary in the UK is more or less average 23,940? Okay, so that will be 2,625,000 annually if you're going to convert it to the Philippine peso. But then of course, if you're going to apply in the UK as a housekeeper like this, room attendant, chambermaid, room boys, bellboys, of course, kailangan nila ng qualifications. And one of the qualifications on top of the experience is your education. Okay, so that's the reason why if you will be working in the cruise ship later on, so I have been working in the cruise ship, a lot of people in the food and beverage area and in the housekeeping department is actually having a TESDA certification, the TESDA NC2 in the Philippines, because it is needed for them to apply. So since you don't have TESDA in Kuwait, then you have ICSA in Kuwait. That's the replacement of TESDA. That is still a vocational school. So this is again, ganyan. So if in case we will be accepted, eto lang naman yung salary. Okay? So that's for the why. So that's the number two question. So let's proceed to the number three. How are you going to get the diploma, or how are you going to pass the subject or pass the course in
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes po.
Regarding po dun sa NC2, which is already, I have already NC2. So, okay lang, allowed po ba yun kahit without caregiver diploma? Allowed po ba yun?
So caregiver po yung
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, just hold on. For the participants, as for the questions later on, we will going to open the floor for question and answer at the end. So just finish the orientation and we will going to open the meeting or the orientation for question and answer. Yes, Ma'am Joel, we will note for that. Okay?
Okay
Isasagutin natin
po.
mamaya after. Okay, salamat.
Mamaya na po, ma'am, after. Okay. So, dito na tayo sa madugo. How are you going to pass? Kasi, for me then, when I applied, akala ko madali lang siya. Pero, it's really worth the challenges. Ito. So, how do we start first? It's the class proceedings. So, after will be enrolled, so Ma'am Lynn, the registrar, and the admin will be notifying me that, Ma'am, ito yung bagong student. Please notify and please give her or him a welcome remarks or welcome yung pag-welcome and then the schedule. You will be oriented to the schedule. So we have our WhatsApp group. Okay, so that is where we post some of the announcement or most of the announcement that our class will be like this. This is the link. So this is the recording. So that is all in the WhatsApp group. So it's like the question and it's like an open conversation for all of the members of the course. So as of this time, our WhatsApp group is including the students and the admin and me. So that's the number one, the class proceedings. So you will be given a schedule like for the Diploma in Hospitality and Management. We are having our class every Friday. That's 10 a.m. in Kuwait up to 1. So in the Philippines, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon up to 6. And we are having our ICSA portal. So it looks like this. So you will be given a username and a password for you to have the access to the portal. And then when you have access the portal already, lahat ng proceedings, lahat ng recordings, lahat ng quizzes, lahat ng fun activity, lahat ng links, lahat ng PowerPoint presentation is naka-folder siya dyan. So if in case you wanted to review what we have discussed for this afternoon, so you can just open the folder. So let's say 403. So after I have discussed the lesson, i-upload ko yung PowerPoint presentation through the PDF file in this folder and you can just access it. Okay, so that's the portal. And then the group assignments. The group announcement. So the group announcement is telling us that probably we will start at this class. Lahat ng announcement that is regarding the class, regarding the assignments, regarding the new members, pag may i-welcome, regarding a member that has passed the assignment successfully, doon lahat siya mapupunta sa group announcement that is on the WhatsApp. Okay, so everybody will be notified kung ano yung mga nangyayari within the group. And then of course, we have the rubrics for the assignment which I will be showing later on kung paano ko i-grade yung assignment. And then the making of the assignment, mostly, after each of the module, I am asking one Friday na walang discussion. I'm asking the permission of Sir Amir, which is the owner. Sir, this Friday, I will not discuss. I won't have any discussion. I will not have any new topic. Wala akong topic na i-discuss. But then I will be focusing only on the assignment. So that is the time na maraming lumalabas na question, maraming mga arguments, maraming mga challenges from the assignment. That is for us or for me to guide you kung ano yung gagawin step by step. Okay. And then if you're going to pass the assignment, may mga important links din na i-consider if in case isasubmit yung assignment sa akin. So the process is from you to me, from the student to the instructor, and then from the instructor to ito pala yung example ng aming online class. So mostly in the class, balik muna tayo bago tayo dyan. Okay. So again, the process will be from me to the internal verification, which is in the person of Ma'am Aisha. And then from Ma'am Aisha, if wala siyang question, will be submitted to the external verification, which is now the UK qualified. Okay, but before that, chine-check, I have to make sure, kaya ko binabalik sa estudyante from time to time, kasi may kulang, kasi may mali. Okay, so sometimes, may mga challenges, kasi akala ng estudyante okay na, but then para sa akin, hindi pa okay. Babalik kasi sa akin yung assignment if hindi siya approved by the internal verification. Okay, so I have to make sure that the assignment I am submitting is already good to go. So this is the example of our class that is happening every Friday. So mostly the average number of participants is only 10 to 12. So maano mo talaga, matututukan mo talaga yung topics, and then mostly, hindi mostly, every meeting pala. Every meeting, may mga topics, or in my topics, I am having the roll call. So when the topic will be tourist destination, so tinatawag ko yan lahat. Okay, what is the tourist destination that you have been in the Philippines that is most unforgettable? Okay, so what about in the other country outside the Philippines? Okay. And then if the topic will be about teamwork, so tatawagin ko lahat. Lahat ng discussions every Friday may roll call. So lahat ng tao or lahat ng estudyante will have the chance to air out kung ano yung experience nila. Kasi you have also to consider that my experience as of this time is limited to the Philippines. Ang sa inyo mas advanced kasi you are outside the Philippines. So it is always possible na yung discussions na ibibigay ko is only the basic. And then you're going to give me the advance based on what is the situation in your workplace. Okay, so for example, how do you dish out or how do you do the cashiering? Okay, kasi sa operations yan. So iba yung system in the Philippines, iba rin yung system ng nasa Kuwait, and may mga estudyante tayo outside Kuwait, so like Sir Joshua nasa Canada. So iba yung proceedings nila. So ang nangyayari, I am just parang motivator lang ng learnings. Okay, so kayo yung nagbibigay ng inputs kung ano yung nangyayari sa inyo, kinds of guests, and how do you deal with the customer complaints, yung mga ganyan. I'm calling you one by one during the class. So you will have the chance really to air out or to express or to share the ideas that you will have. Ano lang ako, parang moderator lang ako ng learning from time to time. Okay, so this is the schedule every Friday. So 1 hour is for the lecture. So if in case we start at 3 o'clock, mostly, di ba papasok pa mga 5 minutes, 10 minutes, may mga ano pa, may mga add-ons pa, may mga ad-lib. Kumbaga may mga marites pa na nangyayari, kamustahan, ganyan. And then 3:10, exactly 3:10 in the afternoon in the Philippines, that is 10 in the morning in your place, start na ng klase, and then mandatory 10-minute break. Kailangan niya ng 10-minute break. And then after 10-minute break, continuation ng lecture. Okay. So again, yung lecture will be you and me. So we learn from each other. I give you the ideas, you give me also the ideas. So we learn from each other. And then my 15 minutes fun activity. So later on, I will be showing you the example of fun activity. It's like an assignment, but it's a game. So one of the example is yung hangman. Okay, you guess the word and may mga picture and interesting sounds. And another 50 minutes is intended for the assignment, the task. Okay, so if you are good in Word, Microsoft Word, in navigating the computer, so assignment will be very easy for you. The problem as of this time is some of the students are not really good in Microsoft Word. So yung pag-a-align left, pag-a-align right, pagka-justify, pagpapalaki ng font, pag-change ng font into calibre, yung mga ganyan. So sometimes those are the challenges na nahihirapan yung estudyante. Okay. So that's the when. So far I have discussed the what, the why, the how, and the when. And the meat of the matter is really the why. Why do we need to enroll? Okay, kasi ang tawag dito, competition outside world. So if in case we have the proper papers, we have the proper experience, we are ahead of the competition. Okay, so this is again the schedule of the class. And then what will be your expectation as a student from us? Okay, so there's an administrative staff in the person of Ma'am Lindy and the others. So there's always the assistance from school staff, the physical school, and the personnel. And of course, ako kahit online, I'm also doing the assistance all the time to the students. I may not be very quick to reply in the inquiries of the students, but then I am making sure that I will really reply or I will really answer on the inquiries. And then experience-based lectures in accordance with the curriculum. Okay, so we're not really bookworm. As I have mentioned a while ago, I learned from your experience and you are learning from my experience. Okay, so my experience is Philippine-based and Asian-based, some of the countries in Asia that I have been into. But then your experience there in Kuwait can really be a big help in progressing the class. Okay, and then up-to-date announcement on class schedule. So as of this time, hindi pa naman ako na-absent. But if in case, there will be an announcement really. And then Wednesday evening in the Philippines, ina-announce na yan sa WhatsApp group that this is our class and this is what you're going to prepare for the class. Realistic guides in making modular tasks. Ito lang yung medyo mahirap kasi uh, yun nga, yung nabanggit ko kanina, yung pag-navigate and pagpapamaneuver ng Word, Microsoft Word. But then in terms of researches, Google is there naman most of the time. So if you have your internet connection, it will be very easy lang. And then fun and active and participative class every Friday. So hindi mo malalaman actually based on the experience that I have with the ICSA students. I am starting my class at 3 and hindi namin namamalayan that it's already 5:30 in the afternoon dito sa atin. Kasi nga, the class is always active and participative. Paano siya nagiging participative? Tinatawag ko from time to time ang estudyante. So, hindi pwedeng matulog. Although your camera is off, but then I'm calling you from time to time. So, you still need to answer. Okay? And I am making sure, even me, from personal experience, personal observation, it's really worth the tuition that you are paying. I understand that tuition is really, hindi siya ganun kadali, but then it's worth it. Okay, so that could be your expectation from the class. And before I end, let me just share this motivational quote for you. So if you think education is expensive, ignorance is more expensive. So that's from Derek Book, okay, on his book, Living the Youth and Work Lifestyle. And then I think I'm done. Thank you for your attention. Okay, so before that, Ma'am Lynn, share ko muna yung, i-share ko muna yung portal. Okay lang po.
Yes po, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. Stop sharing ko muna, then I will share the portal. Share screen ko na lang. Okay. Okay, so this is again the portal. In order for you to access this one, you will be given again a username and password. Okay, so pag pasok nyo ng portal ganyan, if you are already in, and then let's say you wanted to review kasi mahina yung internet mo by the time that you are attending our class. So this is our folder sa level 4, tourism and hospitality. And then, eto yung mga folders per module. So example, 404, that is the employability and development. So nandun lahat ng na-take up natin. Okay, open natin yung folder. Okay, so ito yung mga PowerPoint presentation that we are discussing during the class. So nandyan lahat. So even if I will not send it to you, kahit hindi nyo hingin, nandyan lang siya for as long as your account is active. Okay, sorry for the loading of the internet, but then that's it. So you will not miss. I understand na pagkatapos ng trabaho, yung mga katawang lupa natin is already tired. But then even if I always advise the student, kahit nakahiga ka or kahit nagsuscroll ka ng phone, you can always scroll or you can always review the lessons that we have. Kasi sometimes during the Fridays, may magme-message, ma'am, listening mode lang ako kasi cancel day off ako. Ma'am, I cannot answer if you're going to call me because I'm just on the listening mode, naka-mute lang yung ano nila. But then they have their earbuds with them. And sometimes they need to take out the earbuds or the headphones kasi nga may mga clients sila in front of them. Sorry. So, ganyan lang siya. Ano ko na lang to, skip ko na lang itong mga lessons. And then, kailangan yung maglaro. You are required to play. Kasi nga may mga fun activities. So, kay example, ito. Binibigyan ko siya ng point. Ito ha, example, interpersonal skills. Sinasabi ko na kailangan siyang maglaro kasi uh, it's for you to kill boredom. Pamatay siya ng kaboring ng ano, pagka-boring ng anong tawag dito ng class. After the class kasi minsan information overload. So parang nagsistick na lahat sa utak natin. Sorry, my internet is not that fast. Pero ito siya, hold on. Okay. And you will be sure that um after our class, y- yung binabayad nyo talaga is worth because of the lesson. And I'm also happy na I'm getting some of the information from you. I-share ko ulit. Ito yung example ng aming mga fun games which you are required really to play. So, hindi ka lang nakikinig, hindi ka lang nagli-learn, but you're also being entertained. My apologies that my internet is not really that fast. Okay, I think ma'am, while the screen is loading, pwede na nating i-open muna yung question and answer while it is loading. Balikan ko lang mamaya. Papakita ko lang.
So,
Okay, so
hello, good
isi-share,
afternoon everyone. Okay na po, Ma'am Saini?
sige, isi-share ko siya ma'am if okay na. Naglo-loading pa kasi.
Okay. Sige lang po,
So
no
I hope
worries.
you had understood my presentation. Orientation lang siya. We will go into details if you are already attending the class.
Okay. Thank you po, Ma'am Saini. So, open na tayo for question and answer. So, unahin muna kay Ma'am Joel. So, meron siya kaninang question. Actually, apart from hospitality and tourism management, open din yung ating health and social care, diploma or caregiver. So, as per the question of Ma'am Joel earlier, Ma'am Joel, if correct me if I'm wrong, yung question mo po is, tanong mo is, kailangan mo pa ba ng diploma or kailangan mo ba ng NC2 if you have this diploma? Tama po ba?
No, ma'am, actually, meron in situ pero walang diploma. Qualified po ba siya?
Qualified for this course
Ah,
or for ano po?
para sa ano po, working po?
So